I'm Larry Reed. I'm a KETRON user and a KETRON dealer, and one of the very few that uses the guitar to control it. So I've got just about all of the different kinds here.
Thanks, Larry, for that brief introduction. Hey, welcome there. This is AJ at KETRON, and today we're going to talk about 1.5 exciting products. Yes, I said 1.5. The first one is predominantly for the guitar players. Now, could you imagine most of you who are out there who are guitar players currently are using bass pedals when you want to play, your chords accurately. You use the bass pedals to control the arrangement or the sequence. Could you imagine being able to just focus on playing the guitar and not having to worry about the bass pedals or worry about having to use a sustain pedal to lock in the chord? In other words, you just get a guitar and start playing, and the backing tracks follow you. Well, guess what? Welcome to a company that we are collaborating with at the moment, and that is no other than OMB. And they have invented a new way for the guitar player to be able to play, especially with arranger units. And we'll take you back to Larry right now. Larry, show us the magical trick. What's going on here? Give me a good little example of what's happening.
I want you to all notice that I'm not strumming right at the moment. That's because I'm using a different guitar. It's made by a company called OMB. This guitar can control the machine perfectly without having to even strum, which is very unusual. And how it works is completely different than all the other systems that I've shown you. It's reading the resistance from the strings to the bridge, and it has a map that it compares to. And so whatever chord I actually play on the guitar here, I don't know if you're zoomed in on my hand, that's what it's going to do. It's going to follow it. Notice my other hand's not even moving. It's instantaneous. It sounds as good as any foot-based system I've tried. The beauty of this is that you now have full control over the SD90 using the OMB Guitar, and you don't have to worry. There's no learning curve. You're just there. And it works whether it's a fast song or a slow song.
Wow, folks, did you just see that? Did you just see what I saw? Well, could you imagine having this instrument in your hands and being able to now explore the world of digital synth? You see, in my personal opinion, when the guitar or the MIDI guitar was first introduced, I don't think the synth world was ready for the guitar. And that's why it quickly died in the market. But right now, with an arranger unit like what we have with KETRON, the guitar players can also have a lot of fun. Now, Larry, explain to us a little bit about how this technology actually works. Unlock the mystery of the guitars made by OMB, shall you?
They're out of Israel. They're a brand new startup company, and frankly, the technology they're using is light years beyond anything that is out there presently in the control market for controlling the SD90, any of the SD series machines using a guitar. This technology does not require the striking of the string like in the past, where it has to go through a computer and figure out which notes that it needs to create in order to make the sound come out the other end, which has always taken a long process. It's also very, very fast, since there's virtually no waiting. And basically how it works is the neck is completely wired together, all the frets are wired as one, and it measures the resistance of each string against each fret to the bridge. And then they created a map so that when you put your hand down in that particular chord and position, it creates the actual chord change. So your chord change is related to your actual. So I'm going to start the song here. I just placed an A, and you don't have to strum it. I'm going to show you I'm in A just for the heck of it, and we're going to start the song. Okay. I'm doing an old 50s rock. This is a 50s rock style. So the advantage of this guitar over the other ones is the fact that it's rock solid and it's instantaneous. There is no lag time of any kind because of the fact that it's reading the chord from the actual frets to the bridge instead of having to strike the strings and run through a computer. It knows exactly where it is based on the relationship of the resistance. Now, anybody who doesn't understand resistance as an electronics thing, you probably don't quite understand what I'm saying. But the advantage is you can get as aggressive with this guitar as you want, and it's not going to drive the machine crazy because it doesn't care whether you're striking the string or not. Think of it more like a guitar keyboard at this point. Now, this is in what they call chord mode. When you receive one of these, you take it out of the box. Basically, you have to install the app on your phone, and then you have to run through a series of calibrations, which is basically you have to calibrate from the 1st fret all the way up through the 12th fret with a capo, and then it'll turn green each time. And then you come back and you go across the A part, and you just go each string one at a time. Once you've done this, the guitar is now aware of your motions. Okay. In order to use this with the machine, you have to make sure that it's in the on position, which is back here on the side, and that it's in chord mode. And when you're in chord mode, just select pianist. It'll ask you, it'll see OMB Guitar. You say yes, okay, and that's pretty much all there is to it, folks. You're ready to operate. Once you've calibrated the guitar, that's all there is to it. So let's say we want to do Kansas City, which I just loaded in, and it's in the key of G. So all you got to do is start your song. I'm not doing anything. It's sitting on G, the first chord I put in. Kansas City, here I come. On up, Kansas City, here I come. Crazy little women, I don't get me one. Now, let's say I want to go up. I just follow myself. I just moved it to A. Kansas City, here I come. It doesn't care what key you're in. It's following the resistance from the strings. And you can let go. And you can play as aggressive as you want. See it follow it up? There's a bass line, follow it all the way up. Drop. Everywhere I go, it goes. It's instantaneous. They make 3 versions of this. They make this acoustic. They make an electric, which I have across the room there, and they also make a kit for converting your own electric or your own acoustic. Now, it does require, if you're going to use your own acoustic, that you have to put a copper strip, which they've got one here on the side of the guitar to show. You have to put a little copper strip up the entire thing because you have to tie all the frets together. They have to be one. It comes with that in the kit, and basically you just touch solder to each fret. Now, if you're not used to soldering and you're not used to being electronic, I would not advise the kit. Now, that's to convert a regular guitar. However, I like the ones that are built in because you don't have the device sitting up here. It's actually built into the guitar. Now, we're in chord mode. In chord mode, you have to have pianist selected. You have to have it plugged into the amp using a USB cable. The battery is good for approximately 8 hours. It's a rechargeable. There are no batteries you have to go out and buy. You just plug it in when you get home and charge it off your little tiny wall wart like any other instrument. It does come with a very short USB cable. I got these on Amazon. I got them all the way up to 7-8 feet, and it's all I need. So they're very inexpensive. It's a standard USB-C cable. All right, now I'm going to show just how you can get very aggressive with the guitar with this system. So I'm going to use the intro. Once it breaks into the normal. Notice I'm getting extremely aggressive with my strumming. The thing about it doesn't care. Unlike the others, which require 3 notes to initiate a chord change, this does not require 3 notes. It just requires you to put your fingers in the position of a chord. It doesn't care. To me, that's brilliant. And if I go way up here. Again, it's not requiring you to strum. So this is a whole new breakthrough. It's a whole new level for equipment. And yes, there were a few little tiny issues in the beginning with quality control, but I think they've got them worked out now. I highly recommend this guitar. It's an extremely excellent piece of equipment to make the machine do what you want it to do. And it's the best thing I have seen since having bass pedals. And this one blows the other system into the weeds. It's so advanced. They're looking for investors, so if you're a person who wants to invest in a company that I think is going to fly really high real soon, I suggest you get a hold of OMB. They're out of Israel, and when you get a hold of them, tell them I sent you. Great people over there. They're very nice. They're very helpful. They're trying, like I said, to get this thing off the ground. It's not an easy task coming up with something new. And frankly, I'm surprised that Roland, Yamaha, and all these other big companies never thought of using the resistance of strings between the bridge and the frets and then creating a map. This should have come along a lot sooner. Hopefully one of the major guitar manufacturers, which seems to be the only thing that could be really helped here that would be nice, is to have like Fender or Godin or somebody who was a major manufacturer of guitars put this equipment in their actual guitar. Then you would have the best of both worlds. You'd have a high-end instrument and you'd have the control over this equipment that is just phenomenal. They've gotten feedback from over 3,000 users. This is OMB. And they're working on version 2.0, which will fix all the things that came up in that particular older version. These guitars are absolutely amazing, even in their original thing, but they're working on a lot of improvements. They've gotten all the information back. They're still looking for investors. So if you know somebody who really wants to get involved with a really great company that's going to go a long ways, in my opinion, this is a chance to get in at ground level. If I had the money, I certainly would. OMB Guitar has a second mode. This is called note mode. It's a little too sensitive for my liking, but they're working on a way to adjusting that. But the cool thing about it is it basically reacts just like a regular keyboard would if you were sitting in front of a keyboard, except it's on the guitar. So you can assign any particular thing you want to it. And I don't know if you can see this or not. I've got it assigned right now as a sax, and so I can go. And what's cool is you can slide, which sounds more like a real sax player. And of course the sounds in here are just incredible. So that helps a lot. But when you're doing other things, like say you want to play a piano, you can play a piano with this and you can do the same type of thing. Now I'm not a lead player, as you can tell. You can also use 2 hands. Just like a regular keyboard. It takes a little bit of getting used to because you're used to having to strum something with your right hand, and with this you don't have to. Now one of the things you need to know, the strings in open position will do nothing. Because unless it's measuring the resistance between the fret and the string, it will not sound off. And the only reason it registers a chord is because a chord is programmed into what they call the map. That's a chord. We're back in chord mode. All of those are chords. They're registered within the map. Its biggest strong point is chord mode right now. And the chord mode, like I said, controls the machine beautifully. And it takes away having to learn the bass pedals. And it makes it basically anybody who can play guitar decently and makes its chords proper is going to be able to use the SD90 or any of the other newer KETRONs with this and just have a phenomenal time.
Now, the half package I was referring to in the earlier on in this video was with regards to the country style package. again, we're getting a lot of huge demands for country styles. And I think Larry is going to go through and explain in detail a lot more about the Gold Package number 4, country styles, for the guys who want to use with the keyboard or use with their new OMB guitars. Check it out. Larry, go ahead. It's up to you.
AJ has come up with a new pack of country beats and sounds, all the styles for country that he's pushing, and I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate a few of them. Fall to pieces each time I call your name. I fall. Anyway, so here's the latest one. This is called Swing Fox. I'm going to put it in Arranger A. We're going to start with the most complex intro, and I'm going to use G on the OMB. I'm letting you hear the machine more than me. Okay, I'm going to switch to arrangement B. You notice I can trigger that little jump up with the piano without touching it. Arrangement C. Nice walking bass. For you country guys out there, you're going to love this. Arrangement D. I'm going to take it out by using the NDE3. Okay, so that is AJ's new Fox Swing. It's a country one. AJ Country Walk is the next one we're going to try. We're going to start on arrangement A. I'm going to use the intro. I'm just going to use the same key. It doesn't make any difference. Same intro, except we're going to use intro 3. I like that. I'm just putting the chord changes where I feel they should be. Arrangement B. Kind of sounds like Floyd Kramer on the piano there. Arrangement C. Notice the nice walk in the bass. Arrangement D. Okay, I'm going to use ending 3. nice. American Shuffle 1, which is from the new pack. I'm going to go ahead and start the song. This is American Shuffle 1. I fall to pieces each time someone calls your name. I fall to pieces. I'm going to stop singing here and let you hear the actual walking parts. We are in variation A on the arranger. I'm going to switch to B so you can hear what's going on. Now I'm going to hit variation C. Variation D. And then we're going to go out with number 3, just to hear what the sound out. Nice job, AJ. We're going to go ahead and do American Shuffle number 2. I'm going to put it on arrangement A, which will give us a starting place, and we'll use the same. Might as well use G, or we'll give it A for this time, just for the fun of it, so you can see there is a difference. Again, this is American Shuffle number 2 from the new country pack from AJ. I'm going to switch to arrangement B. See what a fill sounds like here. A break. Switching to arrangement C, arrangement D, and out. Again, good job, AJ. That's definitely country. We're going to move on. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take it to the next page here. And we've got some others in here that he's done. This is called Country Basics. Another one of AJ's. We're going to start with arrangement A. And I think I'll put this one in D. Just that simple because of the OMB. And I'm going to start off. I'm trying not to play because I want you guys to hear the actual sound of the new styles. Arrangement B from it. Not bad. Arrangement C. Arrangement D. A break. And we're going to take it out. Okay, and we're going to try another one here called Country Again. Another one from the new AJ pack. And we're going to start with arrangement A. I'm still in the key of D because I didn't switch it. And we're going to start with intro 3 because it's the most complex. Nice. Switching to arrangement B. Arrangement C. Arrangement D. And we'll take it out. Very nice. KETRON is not about country because where they are from in Italy, not much country is done, so gotta get it to AJ for coming up with some new stuff for us. That's arrangement C, arrangement D, and I'll take it out. Not bad. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with the next one. This one's called Country Rocks, and we're going to use number 3 as the intro. That's arrangement A. Here's arrangement B. Arrangement C. Arrangement D, and a break, and number 3 out. We're going to do the same thing here with the next one. It's called Country Shuffle It. We'll move over here. We'll start with a number A on the Arranger and a number 3 intro. It's called Country Shuffle It. It's a new style from the Ajam Country pack. I like the walking basses there, AJ. Very nice. That's arrangement C, arrangement D. Give it a break, see what it sounds like. And we're going to use number 3 out. I like the retard at the end. That's very cool. Country's gold pack. This is called Country Shuffler. Not to be confused with the last one. We're going to use the same intro except number 3. Going into B. Going into C. Gonna give it a break. And D. And check out on 3. Next one is Country Slide. We're going to go ahead and hit A again. Come in with number 3. I think I'll change the key just for the fun of it. Getting tired of Jimmy. Arrangement B. Break. Arrangement B. And the out. We're still listening to all of the new stuff from the new country pack, the gold country pack by AJ at KETRON America. This one's called Country Slows. We're going to start with the key of G, and I'm going to start it in, again, start in A, arrangement, and number 3. And it went right back out. Okay, we'll start that up again. And I'm going to go ahead and take it to arrangement B. And arrangement C. Typically do a break here just to see what it sounds like. And here's arrangement D. We'll take that ending out again. A different ending now. Very nice. Okay, the next one's going to be Country South. And we're going to do that one the same way. We're going to come in with arrangement A. We're going to start with the start of number 3. Okay, I'm going to move it over to arrangement B. Now moving it over to arrangement C. Break so you can hear what the break sounds like. Arrangement D. And we're going to use number 3 out. Okay, the next one we're going to do is called Country Stage number 1. So we're going to move over to Country Stage number 1. I'm going to set the arranger at A. I'm going to use the number 3 intro. Okay, I'm going to switch to arrangement B. Arrangement C. Do a break. D, and we're going to use number 3 out. Okay, now we're going to move over to AJ's new Country Stage number 2. We're going to start with arrangement A and the 3 lead in. Country. That's arrangement B switch. Arrangement C. Arrangement D. And we're going to do ahead and do a break. And 3 out. Oh, I like that. Real nice retard there on the end. That was a good job. Okay, now we're going to switch over to another one called Country Standard. And then we're going to go back to arrangement A, and we're going to open with number 3. Arrangement B. C. See what a break sounds like now. Arrangement D. And number 3 out. Moving on to the next one. This is called Country number 1. We're going to start with arrangement A. Number 3 in. Moving to arrangement B. Arrangement C. See what the break sounds like. Moving to arrangement D. And number 3 out. Okay, now we're going to move over to country number 2. We're going to start with arrangement A again, and number 3 in this thing. We were in C at G all this time. Let's go to D, what the heck. Arrangement number B. Arrangement C. Arrangement D. Just want to see what the break sounds like. All right, and out. Wow, cool. And now we are moving down to the very last one. This is the Gambler. And of course, we all know the song "The Gambler" with Kenny Rogers. Apparently, he had some fun doing this one. And we're going to start with arrangement A, and we're going to come in with number 3. And I'm going to put it in C for the fun of it. One night, train bound for nowhere, met up with a gambler, both too tired to sleep. We took turns staring at the window at the darkness. Boredom overtook us. He began to speak. Son, I made a lifetime out of reading people's faces, knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. That's arrangement B, in case you're wondering. You don't mind me saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a drink of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. The night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. Let's move over to C. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. After sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. And I'm going to go ahead and move to D because that would be the end. Know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. So anyway, that's the Gambler one, and that's also from the AJ new pack, the country pack. I've had a good time doing all this for you. I hope you guys get something out of it out there. If you want to write me for any information, I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. And I'll see you next time. I'm Larry Reed. I'm a KETRON user and a KETRON dealer, and one of the very few that uses a guitar to control it. So I've got just about all of the different kinds here. I'm happy to answer questions. Anyway, take care. I'll see you later. Bye.